ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च। श्री ॐ साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So Hare Krishna, I welcome all of you for today's Mādhurya kādambinī session. Yeah, everywhere same students. Morning, evening, afternoon, all the You also, all of you registered for Bhakti, Vedanta Essentials also? No, na?
No, Prabhuji, I have not registered.
Okay.
What is that, Prabhuji?
I wanted to do little later.
So, Essentials of Vedanta, Vedanta Sutras.
Oh, timing?
Timing, Prabhu, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday is 8 to 9:30.
Indian 8 to 9:30.
Yeah, IST. So just I'm asking, it's not that I'm recommending, just the same places will see it.
Does it not clash with our...
Sorry, Prabhuji, here last slide.
Same faces I will see once again there also. That's it.
Actually, Prabhuji, I have done many courses, but somehow because of various situations, I am lagging in most of the courses. So now I'm planning to recorded classes I'm hearing, making notes also. And I also, like in my earlier group, I am giving these classes as you were suggesting many times. So for timing, I wanted to take like little bit of pause. And maybe I will be looking forward to join Srimad Bhagavatam when you will be, this year you are starting one batch, na? So the 2 months module.
Yeah, 2 months course, yes.
That I wanted to basically come and join. So,
on-site?
On-site, yes.
Yeah, we are going to do that on-site. And that's purely for on-site only. No online actually. That's 4 hours per day actually. So
when it is going to start?
It will be started in August 22 to October 22, Prabhu. After Janmashtami, immediately after Janmashtami.
It is entire Srimad Bhagavatam or?
No, Prabhu. First 2 cantos.
First 2 cantos only.
That is module, then again we will have next module.
Next module we will be having on the February 1st.
Yeah, so like that we will complete it. You will complete entire Bhagavad. I mean, not up to 6.
Yeah, 6 cantos, Prabhu. Yeah, till by the 23rd December we'll be finishing. So first August 22 to October 22 we take 2 months time and finish the first and second canto, and we'll give 3 months holidays. That means holidays means no classes. So that means November, December, January. Then in the August 1st we start once again. February 1st. So it's November, December, January, and Feb. First we start, and Feb and March. 2 months we teach the third canto. It takes 150 hours actually. So third canto entirely if we teach in 2 months, every day 4 hours. Then finish, and once again we'll start our fourth canto in the month of July and August. Then once again gap, and in the November we are going to start November and December. So last.
So every time gap is like 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months, almost 3 months gap.
2 months.
Yeah,
and
that
2
is
months gap.
cool actually. So that
Yeah,
we are on both sides.
Yeah. 2 months 2 months study and 3 months gap. In that gap, we'll be having the Sandarbhas actually.
Okay.
So yeah. Someone wants to study Tattva Sandarbha on site. So every day 3 hours, 1 month, finish. Like that.
But why you are not doing this online also, Praji? Like,
Because online long time, no? So 3 hours Sandarbha online, it's difficult. And also we want to keep exclusively separate actually. So on-site and online differently we want to keep. Yeah, and we'll be doing online also Sandarbhas or something. So that will be going on. That I will come up with the once again. So maybe other Sandarbhas we'll do like Bhagavad Sandarbha and Paramatma, Preeti. I think better if you do Preeti Sandarbha, it's good. Preeti or the Krishna Sandarbha. It will be nice.
So Prabhuji, what 2 months you have to stay there. So any accommodation will be available there? Or,
Yes, Prabhu. We have that means we have a lot of plenty of accommodation is there, so you can easily stay and yes, we
so
have we will give prasadam.
We have to arrange, or through IBM we will able to get it.
If you ask the help, our management team will help, and prasadam we give freely, and education is also free. Free course.
Course is free and prasadam is free.
Yeah.
Accommodation we have to pay some money. Something.
Yeah, and if you all give donation, it's well and good, but it is a free course.
Yes, Prabhuji, that is required actually to run the institute.
Yeah. We don't need any money. Just in prasadam, maybe some days you can take the contribution. 4 days, 5 days, I will feed, and like that. If for some 5-6 grosthas they came, so 2 months over, so they can share the some 2 weeks or 1 week. So like that also we can do some.
Will be there for
Prabhu?
registration. When we can register?
Yes, Prabhu, registration. Registration will be there, Prabhu. Registration is not started yet, but we are hoping that many devotees may come actually because it is 2 months period only, and staying in the dham and extensively and on sitting on site and finishing all the assignments, this that. So maybe let us see. This is a new experiment we are doing.
Actually, I have joined the marathon reading of Bhagavatam.
Yes. That is different, Prabhu. So this is Bhakti Vaibhava course. Yeah, it's purely Bhakti Vaibhava course. This is. Yeah.
Prabhuji, one quick question. Like today, Bhakti Sandarbha, that book is from Shyamdas.
Yes, Prabhu.
The book was Shyamdas ji.
Yeah. Shyamdas book, Prabhu. So Hindi is also good, but mostly I refer Sanskrit because Sanskrit. Yeah, Devanagari is nicely written there. That's why I feel comfortable in reading Devanagari now instead of diacritics.
Yeah, same. Prabhuji, other book I messaged you, so that book is not with you now. I guess that is the reason you are not able to. You didn't answer, I guess.
Which one?
I WhatsApp you about one book of the translated name. That time you were sick.
Acha, it's out of my memory.
Ragavartma Chandrika.
Ragavartma Chandrika, yes, Prabhu. Yeah, we were trying to cover that also in this course, but I'm not able to cover. I'm sorry.
That book, Prabhuji, one Sri Kesa Prabhu has given you one book. So you remember the translated name, Prabhuji?
No, Prabhu.
That book is not with you. It is in Vrindavan.
That Sri Kesh Prabhu, I don't know actually when he did give When did he give? And I am not remembering actually.
Okay.
So I am now in Guntur, in my hometown.
Yeah, I know, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So actually, I was waiting for that answer because you wanted to order that. So,
Oh, okay, I will see, bro.
thank you.
Okay, we'll start our class. So till 10 o'clock we'll go. Already half an hour. Where is it? We were discussing the prema stage. So what we learned in the prema stage, about the prema stage. So in the prema stage, so there are two things are going simultaneously in the heart of the devotee. What are those two things? Can anyone remember and tell?
He, he's experiencing pain, and also he's getting pleasure.
Yeah. So
because of intense desire to meet Krishna, he's
Yes.
experiencing pain, and then he'll get a spurti in his heart, Krishna,
Yeah.
and then by remembering Krishna's activities, he's experiencing pleasure also.
yes. So he wants to meet Krishna. So because of this, so separation, and he is feeling this so much pain. And also he is so relishing the Krishna's names, forms, qualities, and so on so. And because of this, so he is getting the pleasure. So these two things, pleasure and pain, both are, that means eagerness to meet Krishna. Because of this, the pain. So these two are in the competition. So finally, who is winning? The pain is winning. Yeah, eagerness is winning. So he wants to meet Krishna, and that eagerness is dominating the pleasure. So what is this pleasure? So that means he'll stop seeking pleasure from this. So Shravanam, Kirtanam, and so on. So then how he was feeling at that time because of this separation. So he is feeling that his body is why it is there. Maintaining this body also becoming for him burden. And why so he thinks that what is the need of and exhaling? And what is the need of so eating and doing activities like this? So like this, so many ways he was so feeling. Then what happened? So then what will happen after this in that stage? So in that mood, so when devotee is in that kind of mood, so then what Krishna will do, that we'll see in today's class. So by seeing this kind of condition of his devotee, Krishna, what he is doing, that we'll see. In English. ततश्च प्रेमैव चुंबकी भावम् आपाद्य कार्ष्ण्यासी भूतां कृष्णम्. So 1 second, I have to give link to one more devotee. Forgot. ततश्च प्रेमैव चुंबकी भाव Apadya. In English file, if you want to see, it is 1F in English. Chumbaki bhava mapadya karshnayasi bhutam krishnam akrushyamaniya kasminchana kshane bhaktasyasya nayana gochari karoti. Tatra cha saundarya saurabhya sausvarya saukumarya saurasyaudarya karunyan iti स्वीयाः स्वरूपभूताः परमकल्याणगुणाः भगवता स्वभक्तस्थितस्य नयनादिषु इन्द्रियेषु निधीयन्ते. What Krishna is doing? So this sentence is saying that thereafter the magnet of prema attracts. Already we discussed in the prema stage that prema rasa. So he is having the two qualities. So what is that? What are those two qualities? Can anyone remember? So compared to the pleasure in the bhava and the prema, so what is the difference? In prema, what is happening? Sandrananda. Sandra means what I told. In the bhava also pleasure is there, and in the prema also pleasure is there. Then what is the difference between these two?
It's condensed, dense pleasure, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So in the bhava, that is tarala. Tarala means it is diluted, not dense. So, but in the case of the prema, so then that bhava is getting mature. That flower is becoming the fruit. So that's why the pleasure in the bhava, in the prema, is more dense. So Sandra means dense. Sandrananda. So that means they are getting a special dense pleasure. Sandrananda Visheshatma means a special dense pleasure. That is the one of the property so of the prema bhakti. That means the pleasure in the prema is very dense and also very special. Sandrananda Visheshatma. And also next point is that rasa, that rasa is having such a ability, power. So what is that power? So it is having Shakti or power. So that rasa, prema rasa, is having the ability of what? Attracting Krishna. That kind of nature it is having. So that's why, so Krishna is attracted. That means now in this prema stage, devotee is eager to meet Krishna. Very much he is showing eagerness. And that prema rasa is having the quality of Sri Krishna Akarshani. That means having the ability of attracting Krishna. So that's why this prema rasa acts as a magnet and Krishna is like iron. So Krishna is attracted. Thereafter, the magnet of prema attracts the iron like Sri Krishna. Krishna is iron. And at any time brings him directly before the devotee's vision. So now, Vidyate Hruday Grandhis Chidyante Mukta Sangasya, even in the Bhagavatam. So what is it? Evam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogata Bhagavad Tattva Vijnanam Mukta Sangasya Jayate. Bhagavad Tattva Vijnanam means what? The direct experience of the Krishna. Bhagavad Tattva Vijnanam Mukta Sangasya Jayate. So whose heart is completely clean and is free from the rajas and tamas. So in that heart, so Lord is at any time he can appear. When there is a prema, so that prema is attracting at any time. You cannot say that what time Krishna will appear. Whenever he likes, he can come. So he sees how that prema rasa is becoming dense, how much it is dense. So he's having complete free will to come and give darshan to the devotee. So that's why. So, and at any time brings him directly before the devotee's vision. That means it brings, that prema rasa brings Krishna in front of devotees. Sri Bhagavan then makes the supremely auspicious qualities of his Swarupa. So that means now Lord is making the devotee to experience various qualities, his beauty, his fragrance, his sweet voice, his tender touch, the savior of his Savai. What is that? S-A-V-O-U-R. Savai of his savior? No.
Savor.
Savor. The savor of his lips. So Lord, that means Madhuramrita. So his magnanimity, his compassion, all these various these transcendental qualities. So Krishna is making in front of, is bringing all these qualities in front of devotee's vision. Then next. Tesham cha parama. So next, Tesham cha parama madhuratve nitya navatve cha bhaktasya asya cha tadasvadayituhu premnaiva pravartamane pratikshanam vardishnau mahotkanthayam cha kopyana ananda mahodadir avirbhavan arhati kavi saraswati lakutya parimeyatam. Now what will happen? Now Krishna brought all these qualities in front of him. That means he appeared in front of him, in front of the vision of devotee. Then what will happen? So then how devotee will feel, how he will be experiencing. Next you see, all these qualities are supremely sweet and ever fresh. Nitya Navatvam. Ever fresh. And for the devotee who delights in them with prema, a deep, ever increasing eagerness awakens. It's not that they, okay, like if you see the movie, after doing one time, you'll be feeling okay enough. If you see it 2 times, oh my God, 3rd time I cannot see this movie. Because that is giving boring actually. That is enough. That means eagerness is out. When first time you see in the next scene what is going to happen, some eagerness will be there. Without eagerness, you cannot watch anything actually. So in second time watching, eagerness is out. Maybe some missing points are there, those you can cover. But 3rd time is horrible actually. It's like a punishment. Because everything is known. It's not new and it's not ever fresh. It's not ever increasing. That means, so it will not make devotee watch. That means watching people. That means observers. So audience. So it will never make audience more and more feel of the increasing eagerness. No. One time, even the family life is like that. So it's after 1 or 2 years of the family life, it's like boring. Only clashes and misunderstandings and fighting. This relationship is also not ever increasing, new, so eager, fresh. Any relationships you can find, any, so freshness, increasing eagerness, can you see? Same boring. It's like family life or friendship or whatever. So that means whatever the prema, love with their husband and wife, friends, whatever they are having, that is boring. That is definitely boring. It's limited, boring. Only for the sake of some other attachments they stay. Social customs, rules, regulations, this and that. But in the case of Krishna and his devotees, between them, whatever the prema is there, and so because of that is a transcendental prema, because of that, what will happen? So the devotee is seeing the qualities of the Krishna and he will never feel any bore, because all these qualities are supremely sweet and ever fresh. And for the devotee who delights in them with prema, so that means with love, devotee is relishing those qualities. Then with the love he is relishing. Then what will happen? A deep, ever-increasing eagerness awakens. That means he will be feeling even more and more eagerness. So like Kumaras, when they went to Vaikuntha and started watching Vishnu's form, so they are not able to fix their vision. They started watching the lotus feet of the Lord and going up and seeing the face, and is there feeling that, oh, something is fresh and new thing they are able to see. And they are coming down and going up, coming down and once again going up, down, up, down. Because the Lord qualities are always ever fresh. In this middle world, if you eat 5 rasgullas, first rasgulla so tasty, second is let's, third is okay, fourth is bapre, fifth is punishment, sixth is vomiting. Out. We don't want more. So this is the material life. So that's why they want, even in the material world, they want fresh relationship. That's why they will keep on changing. Wife is there, okay, have the relationship with other wife, other's wife, new girl. What new girl? If you change her 1,000 girl, but still no ever freshness, no ever increasing eagerness, nothing. Because that is the nature of the soul. Soul wants that kind of pleasure actually. That's why they are changing again and again. They are marrying 10 wives, 5 to 10, 15, 1,000 crore also. Chitraketu Maharaj. Then what is the use? No freshness. Only frustration. So that's why that deep, ever-increasing eagerness awakens when we start enjoying the qualities of the Lord. So relation the qualities of the Lord with love. So Lord's nature is like that. So Brahmavadis or otherwise so-called Advaitavadis, they don't know this, and simply they waste their time and go and merge into the Brahman. Such an unfortunate soul. Never come back. Worse than the hell. Thus an immense ocean of bliss rises within the devotee, the extent of which no poetic genius is able to describe. Now, if you want to make some coverage of the experience of the devotee, it's impossible actually. The experience, if you want to capture through the words, it's impossible. All yato vacho nivartante. This Vedic Vedas also, they are out, they surrender. They are unable to describe the beauty of the Lord and the experience of the devotee. So to Goswami also what he said. He said, Vidhite hriday grandhi chidyante sarva samsaya kshiyante drishtayeva atmanishwar. After seeing the Krishna, all these doubts are out. That much only he wrote. What is the description? How the devotee is relishing? Can you describe in this material world? So can you find any object such a way you can compare that pleasure with some object, with some pleasure in the material world? And can you describe? No. There is no object in this material world which can give that kind of pleasure. So that's why, how can you explain then? If you want to explain some beauty of some girl, So Chandramukhi, you can say. So her face is like a beautiful moon. Okay. Then they can understand, oh, really that much beauty she is having. But how can you explain the beauty of the Krishna, which is always increasing? How can you explain the relishment, whatever devotee is getting, which is always increasing? So, and also his eagerness, because he is finding every time new and fresh. So that's why his eagerness is increasing. So that state is just we can, by the mercy of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, at least we are getting some idea, only material idea. Maybe, fortunately, with blessings of Vaishnavas, so if we get, and by the blessings of Krishna, this stage was really, that is the goal of the life. That is the real success. We don't know when we'll get, in which life. So really we should aspire for this. So that's why poetry is also having its own limitations. That's why this Brahma Sutra is said. That means Vedic words are not having ability to explain the beauty, the qualities of the Lord. Next, but still some comparisons are given by our great hero Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, just to give andaz dene ke liye, just to give some little idea. Digdarshanartham, that means just to show some light, just to put on some light on this, on the pleasure gained by that devotee. So on that we are to find that, just to understand bit. So we are passing a light, trying to explain that pleasure with some examples, upama examples. The following comparisons give some idea of the ecstasy experienced by a premi bhakta. What are those? First one. These are the just comparisons. Some drishtanta are given, examples. So the elation of a traveler who, having long traversed a desert path, scorched by the rays of the summer sun, comes upon the shadow of an enormous banyan tree, thick with foliage, on the bank of Ganga. That place is drenched with ice-cold water kept in hundreds of pots under the tree. So that means, so this traveler is traveling in a desert. Like example, so he was so thirsty and walking for 10 hours in the scorching heat in the month of May at the time of 12 o'clock for 4 hours without water. And now if you get the just a sip of the water sip, how will you feel? So same way here, there is a banyan tree, he is walking in the desert, came under a banyan tree, which is there on the bank of Ganga. There he is feeling ice cold. So then how he'll, so there's just one example, that's one comparison is given. So like that the Premi Bhakta is, it is nothing, actually that's just Digdarshana. The elation of wild elephants that have long suffered a blazing forest fire, when torrents of rain finally pour down from the cloud bank. There's a big forest fire. All the trees are burned. Elephants are running, and somehow they are exposed to the so much fire heat. So finally they say their life. And at the time there was bit rain. So when rain is falling, how those elephants will feel? Next, that means that is the heat. Actually, because of this separation, this devotee was feeling so much separation, and that's why he's feeling pain. And in that stage, he's not able to relish even at the time. If you make him to, okay, please hear the Krishna Kirtan, no, he never get any pleasure also in that. Completely, he's in the separation and in the heat, the pain, deep pain, depression. So when Krishna appeared in that stage, how will he feel? And started making the devotee to relish the various qualities of his own qualities. So that's why it is given. The elation of a person who, having been afflicted with numerous chronic illness and a craving to experience taste, finally, what is it? Savor, savors sweet ambrosia. It means nectar, actually, this is. So someone is having the diseases because his tongue is completely not able to taste anything. So because of the diseases, various diseases. Now on that tongue, some amrit, nectar is put in that mouth. Then swada lolupatve punascha, mane maharoga shatavatve swada lolupatve cha yastatmika ananda saiva sudha kiranasya ati madhuratve. Means when the nectar, a little nectar is put in his mouth, then he'll feel so, so his taste buds started getting some life. So that is a few examples are given to explain the experience of the devotee, Prema Bhakta. When Lord appears and give darshan and make him to relish his own qualities. Next, just small one, this Tatra. I'll go to Sanskrit. Tatra prathamam labda parachamatkarasya bhaktasya lochanayoho saundaryam prakashate prabhuna tatastan mādhuryena sarvendriyanam manasascha lochanamayi bhave pravartite stambaka, what is that? Stambakampa vashpadivihi kruta vignascha tasya ananda kruta murchitayam jatayam prabodaitum iva dvitiyam saurabhyam tadiya granendriyeshu prakashate tenapi tesham granamayi bhave dvitiya murchitarambe are madbhakta tav ahameva sampadyamano asmi ma vihvali bhur nikamam Mam anubhava iti tritiyam sauksvaryam shavanendriya granagrahyam avirbhavyate punaste napitesha shavana mayi bhave tritiya murchita prakape murchitopakrame. So krupaya charanaravindena panibhyam varasacha swasvarsham dattva chaturdam. Yes, it's very nice. Next. After that, what will happen? So devotee started relishing the various qualities of the Lord. So how he is relishing? What is the sequence? What is the sequence of relishing? the qualities of the Lord. That is explained here. Tatra pratamam, the first. First, what devotee will relish? First, Sri Bhagavan manifest his beauty. What Lord? Actually, devotee cannot relish by his own. Lord has to make devotee to relish his qualities. So that is the thing actually. So Sri Bhagavan manifest his beauty. One second. So his beauty before the eyes of utterly astonished devotee. So my first his beauty, Saundaryam. Saundaryam prakashyate Prabhuna. By the Lord, his beauty is exhibited in front of the eyes of devotee. So the influence of Bhagavan's sweetness as it manifests before the devotee's senses of sight is such that all the devotee's senses, even his mind, becomes like eyes. So then what will happen? When he saw the beauty of the Krishna, then what will happen to the devotee? That is also explained. Every limb, everything is, even his mind is also becoming eyes. That means, so he becomes so alert and started so watching and relishing the sweetness of his beauty. So then next, so the devotees darshan, the darshan is interrupted by the ecstatic transformations, such as becoming stunned, haripulation, and tears. And in bliss, he loses consciousness. Then sattviki bhavas are manifesting. And also we read that all sattviki bhavas cannot manifest in this material body. So some are manifesting in the spiritual body only. So those are explained in the Ujjwala Nilmani. So all sattviki bhavas, so those cannot be explained. Those cannot be manifesting actually in this material body when we are. So anyway, so now by seeing the beauty, what is happening? So he is developing, devotee is developing the different sattviki bhavas, vikaras. Like example, crying, haripilation, stunned manases, stambit hona, and so on so. And finally he loses the consciousness. At that time, in order to revive the devotee, Bhagavan reveals his second sweetness, his bodily fragrance, which permeates the devotee's senses of smell. Then, so Lord wants to wake him up. Then what he will sending? His fragrance is sending. And it is going and touching the nose, walls of his nose. So then, again, by the influence of Bhagavan's extraordinary, that means then devotee is in the unconsciousness. So he's started smelling the special aroma. There's a saurabhya. How to explain? There is no words to explain. So again, by the influence of Bhagavan's extraordinarily sweet bodily aroma, all the devotee senses take on the function of nostrils, and he begins to lose consciousness for a second time. Okay. So then aroma he started getting, so he wakes up and he will make all his body limbs as nose. Like that, that means he's making everything, eyes, ears, nose, everything as nose. That means full focus is on the nose. Other senses are not inactive. That is the meaning actually. Full attention is given. Trying to grab the aroma. And after that, what will happen? By that sweet aroma, once again he will lose consciousness second time. Then what next Lord will do? To pacify his devotee, Bhagavan says, my dear devotee, I am fully subservient to you. Aham bhakta paradita. I am servant of you. I am your property. Don't be anxious. Let your experience of me fulfill your desire. What you want? You want me you want experience me. You want to experience me. So experience it. Why you are feeling, why you are anxious? I'm your servant. I'm your property. So like that he is now. So eyes are over, nose, and next ears. So he's speaking with sweet voice. In this way, Bhagavan manifests his third sweetness, the mellifluousness of his voice to the ears of the devotee. By hearing that sweet voice, as before, the devotee's other senses become like ears, and the devotee faints for a third time. Once again, he faints. And he heard he wake up, but after that, he is making every limb as ear and fully hearing and relishing that sweetness of voice, fainting. Then Bhagavan, full of compassion, bestows the experience of his fourth sweetness, the tender touch of his lotus feet. Hands or chest, anything. Feet, hands or chest, anything he'll be touching. Bhagavan awards the touch of his feet to the head of those devotees who are in the mood of servitude. For Dasya Bhaktas, so they are considered, they worship Lord as a master. So then Lord is putting his lotus feet on the head of the devotee. Then he'll wake up. He takes the hands of the devotees who are in the parental love. So, but who are in the parental love, on their head he cannot put his leg. That's not good. And the mother and father, how will. So then what he'll be doing there? In that case, he will be wiping off the tears of the parents. Wipes away with his hands the tears of his devotees, imbued with parental affection. So this is for the Vatsalya Bhaktas. And he embraces with his two arms those devotees imbued with amorous love. So who are in conjugal love, mādhurya Bhaktas, then Lord is directly touching his chest with their chest. Touching their chest to his chest, which is marked with Srivatsa. In this way, it should be understood that Bhagavan manifests his tender touch according to the bhava of devotee. Means what bhava? So Vatsalya, Mādhurya, Sakhya, or Dasya, based upon that, he will be touching. The devotee then loses consciousness for a fourth time. Once again, he loses his consciousness. Okay. Thank you very much. I have time to start.
Prabhuji, we are not fainted yet. Please
Because
continue.
today I have 6 hours of teaching.
Yes,
Bhakti.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Bhakti vibe was almost all 3.5 hours. This is also Bhakti Sandarbha. I'm conditioned so in the material body, not able to continue.
We can understand, Prabhuji. It's already 10 o'clock there.
Yeah, and I have to cook also. Cook means I didn't afternoon I ate little bit. So and my voice also went down now. I'm not able to shout now. So I'll take something. So my mother is not here. Mother Rohini. She used to bring different things.
Oji, you're cooking yourself at home also.
Yeah, bro. Who nobody is there, my father and myself.
Okay.
It's like it is also like ashram.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So one Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
His
Hare
way
Krishna.
Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Prabhupada.